Well, welcome to stylerx. We are so excited this week to bring a little micro trend to you, and that is tonal twin sets. They're going to be everywhere, and Amy and I are going to give you the ins and the outs of how you can embrace this trend with cabi clothing pieces. Now, if you love pattern like I'm wearing today, last week we did a print mixing video. And so be sure and catch the replay on either our YouTube channel, which is stylerx, subscribe while you're there, or on our IGTV pages. And Amy is Street Style by Amy, and I'm Styled by R on Instagram. So lots of fun coming at you, but we thought it would be fun to just really show you some different ways to have fun with this trend. And we're going to be sharing some different jewelry pieces throughout, so you can see how you can just mix and match and have a great time with this. So I'm going to start out with some basic black options for all of you gals that love minimal dressing and black is your go-to basic. Hang tight. All right, I'm going to start here with the dinner jacket, and I'm actually going to take this away for a minute because I'm going to talk about the clutch necklace after we go through a few of these pieces. So this dinner jacket is absolutely phenomenal. It's a Prada inspired fabrication. It's super, super stretchy, very beautiful on the body, fun back details, but the best part, it does not attract or hold on to lint. Or if you're a dog owner like Amy and I are, no dog hair. It's amazing. So starting out with that, and then I do have under this, hopefully you can kind of see, the peekaboo tee. Now this is another trend that's really happening this season with the cutouts. So if you're one that does not want to have a cutout at your midriff or maybe on your legs, this is a fun little trend or a way that you can embrace that trend. And you can kind of see that this is all one piece, but it's got that little cutout there. And it's long sleeve. It does have a tunic length, so it's got good bum coverage. And then we have our busy tank. Now this is a fun piece. You're gonna have to check, I think Amy's had some Instagram pictures with this on, but there's all sorts of different ways to wear this. So you can wear it like a traditional tank, or you could bring this across and wear both straps on one side, or our girl Margot, she's a fellow stylist. She actually took and crisscrossed them in the front, and it created this cute little keyhole. And so that was another fun way to wear that. But maybe my favorite way is with this not so basic black top, the complete top. And it truly is just a complete top. It has kind of a knit, jersey knit type neckline, but then it's our poly crepe fabrication. And so it's that kind of dressed down but dressed up piece. And then look what happens when you just add a necklace to this. And pearls are always so timeless. I just absolutely adore how they can take just a real basic outfit and elevate it. So Amy, how are you embracing this tonal trend?
Well, just because we're tone on tone does not mean boring. And I think that's the one thing that you need to realize, because Rebecca and I are such big fans of print mixing that we really decided this was understated and truly the way a lot of you love to dress. Real clean lines, real simple, but it's never boring. It can just be that pop of color that you need. But I think one thing that's really important with this trend is also texture. So I am wearing the rose top, so I'm going to hop right over to my most favorite jacket, our cheeky topper. Now, I didn't want to put this on initially because I want you to see that incredible texture of the cord. So it creates dimension and depth and just makes it so interesting. There's a great yoke in the back. And then I have on our rose top, which is what our design team likes to call our parachute poly. So it's also what somebody would maybe consider a sateen fabrication or something like that. But to put these colors on together and then to pull your sleeves up. I even did a simple cream belt today. It's our vintage almond belt from spring, just because I really want to keep this very tonal and simple. So you can pop your collar. Now I do have a longer necklace, and we'll talk about the jewelry as we get going, but I'm wearing the stirrup necklace because it is a little bit longer. So I also feel that that sort of pulls the lines down a little bit, gives it a little more interest. And I would be remiss if I didn't have a tiny bit of skin print on. So I could not go without my cheetah Converse. And so that's the fun thing about this trend, is it really allows you to interpret it however you're comfortable. If you're a real classic dresser, this is perfect for you because you're going to have clean lines. You can just swap out your denim for your trousers. You'll see that we have Rebecca just talked about the dinner jacket. Well, we have a matching trouser pant called the dinner trouser. So you could simply just swap those trousers out for jeans. We'll also be talking about our beautiful olive green, and there's a trouser for that as well. So you'll notice that Rebecca and I have very much the similar pieces. So we're just going to bounce back and forth and show you why we love those colors. And truly, this does not feel boring to me in any way, shape, or form. There's still so much interest, but it also just feels clean. So I can grab a simple bag, or maybe this is where I would grab that print mix for the belt, like a clutch, something real simple. And I could have easily put our new serpent belt on with this, and it would have read very similar to this belt. But I wanted to keep it clean and simple so that you could see that that does not equal boring. So I just kind of wanted to reinstate that, because we do tend to talk about print mixing so much more than the tonal colors. And I think that's just because that's something that needs to be learned. And this is truly just your matchy pieces. And we're showing you the complete availability of how beautiful those colors are. And this is not even the beginning. So Rebecca, why don't you show us your next favorite?
All right. Well, tell me, what jeans do you have on first?
Okay, so I sorry, I forgot to mention those. I'm in our new skinny jean, and I love the look of these because they're just real clean. And that's the other reason I chose these instead of a destructed jean. I wanted just a nice, clean, simple look. So there's just the right amount of whiskering details, but they really are a nice dark indigo jean. So don't forget, you can set indigo jeans with salt and vinegar bath, and you can reach out to us if you need that information.
Yeah, those skinny jeans are one of my favorites. I love the classic dark wash. Now, speaking of not being boring with your matchy, I wanted to show you something fun. So you know that Amy has this cute little twin set on, but look at how you can easily spice this up with color blocking with those cords. So it opens up all kinds of different opportunities, and I just love the fact that you can play with color like that. And it looks equally as fun with our orange pieces. So this is professorpeacoat, and you don't have to go back to school to love this jacket. It's got some fantastic feminine details mixed with this masculine silhouette. You can just pop the collar, have a fantastic time with it. I love that it's got some stretch to it, and yet, you know, while it's kind of a masculine peacoat, look at all of the beautiful seaming details that our design team has built in. It has slash pockets, which are nice and deep. I love a good pocket, and I don't like to go little on a pocket. Give me all the deep pockets, gals. And I've just kind of cuffed up the sleeves here. And underneath, we have one of our dream fabric pieces, which is our hangout tee. So I'm not sure if there's much more that says pumpkin spice than this little set, but if you're kind of craving that, you can go for the sweet little dream fabric tee now, and then add our peacoat later when you go to the pumpkin patch, when you're curled up in your coffee shop, drinking your favorite pumpkin latte and reading a book, when you're out and about chasing kids, wherever, these are going to be super fun to have in your fall wardrobe.
And that jacket just screams autumn, does it not? It's awesome. The other thing that you should really start paying attention to when you see our colors is really check the undertones, because a lot of women think, oh, I can't wear that color of yellow, or I can't wear a warm tone. But if you noticed in that hangout tee that she was holding, it really is a warm tone, but it's paired with the cool gray. So the undertone in this does have a nice gray undertone, which makes it real friendly for anybody to wear on their body. Okay, I am dying to show you this one, but I'm going to save that for Rebecca because yellows are her favorite, and this is the closest to yellow we have. So I'm going to jump over here to our Academy blazer and our icon blouse. And I think one thing that is important to remember is even tone on tone does not have to be an exact match. They just need to stay in that family to be the tonal colors, but they can be different shades of that color. So our icon blouse actually has a little bit more of a brown tone to it. And then the jacket has more of an olive tone, but they're in the same family and they're absolutely beautiful together. And because they're not the exact match and the fabrication is different, again, you have this really gorgeous, interesting set that is very classic. You could simply wear these with the jeans I'm wearing. You can take them back to the matching trouser. Now, if this looks like one big tree of olive, well, guess what? That is when I'm going to talk about our very first jewelry set that we have. This is our clutch pearls. And just by adding a gorgeous pearl, or whether you want to do gold, or I love silver with these. I feel like this is just incredible, but you can really pull out anything you want with this. And our design team really does that all together. So you can see if you want the tonal little matchy of our incandescent top to change it up for variety. It's so easy. And most of these pieces that we have matched together, quick tip for you, these are all already in their same groupings in the lookbook. So for example, this came from the same group, both the cowl and the jacket that I'm going to say for Rebecca. This was also in that group. So all the pairings that I at least put together really were in the same groups, and you don't have to think about it. So it's not that hard to find pieces with Cabi that match back and forth. If you're a print mixer or a tonal dresser, it doesn't matter. One other thing I want to show you with this gorgeous icon blouse, and I could talk about the Academy jacket for days. I mean, the waist detail of this, the black straps, could go back to the dinner trousers so easily if you wanted to break up those suit separates. Functional zippers at this side, which is so amazing. And then Rebecca just talked to you about the importance of pockets. So this one also has a flat pocket in the front, but a hand pocket. And if you're a fan of the Friends sitcom, I call this the how you doing pocket. So that's just a fun functional pocket there. But truly, for some interest, you don't need to go any further than just this iconic blouse. It has this really cool vibe to it that can truly go to your traditional warm tone pearls, or you could take it back to these cooler tone with the silver. So truly, any color that you are, or any preference that you prefer, you could take to this blouse, open it up, wear it with a pair of jeans. And also, if you don't like a lot around your neck, this unbuttons into a V-neck so beautifully. It's our parachute ponte, the same, sorry, not ponte. It's our parachute poly, the same as the rose top that I'm wearing. So there's some natural texture in there, and it just is absolutely phenomenal And you may also notice the similar tone in this other sagey green, where this is more of the brown olive green, and it just makes it amazing. Rebecca?
All right, Amy, well, since you saved this for me, I'm gonna save the purple for you. So here we go. All right, this is a gorgeous color that we are calling moss. And if you've been shopping with us for a while, you already recognize this silhouette. This is our ease turtleneck in this fantastic bright moss color this spring. It is such a fun piece. It has that same easy silhouette that you're used to. It has, you know, snug sleeves, so don't feel like you can size way down in this to make this a tailored fit for your body, because you can't. Our design team designed it to be just an easy fit. You can absolutely do a full tuck with it if you want to bring some of this beautiful drapey fabric in. It's fantastic for a front tuck or a side tuck, or you can do the belt loop trick like we've shown you a lot to just kind of give this some shape, but it's just such a beautiful piece. And then when you add our sweet little touring jacket that is in textured ponte with a swingy silhouette, it's just a gorgeous piece, you guys. It looks fantastic with the dark wash jeans that Amy has on. It looks fantastic with those cords wherever I put them. Here we go. Look at how fun this is to color block those colors and just really play with color and texture, because you've got the texture of the cord, the texture of this ponte, and then all of this fun color blocking. And how cute would it be to then take the cords and this and pop Amy's hot pink heels with that to just really go all. It would be so fun. So really play with your stuff and make it say what you want it to say. If you like to just keep things basic and put together, go with it. If you want to really liven things up, you can absolutely do that just by playing with color and texture.
Hey, Rebecca, since you keep pulling out those Moroccan blue pants, there's a little style tip that just came to me, and I need to pull 3 vintage tops out, because this is something I think when we're talking that blue, some women really struggle with how to do color blocking or what to wear with them. And I know this is not part of the StyleRx, but the one thing that I love to tell clients, if you get a colored pair of pants, and I don't know why we have a harder time styling pants to a shirt than we do a jacket. Does that make sense? To a print. So one rule that I tell a lot of my clients is you can either, if it's a jacket that has the lining that has, Cabby always does a cute little stitching lining. This one is tone on tone, but oftentimes inside of our jackets, there's a little printed lining. Or you can look in your closet to your past season tops, and whatever colors are in those tops, then you can color block really easy with those and not even pull those tops in. So you were just talking about the Moroccan blue with kind more of the citron mossy, but look how beautiful it is with the yellow. So here's one vintage top. Here's another vintage top with different colors in it. So you can see that and this was a limited edition piece. And look, we've got our training jogger mauve in there. We have the blue of the pant, and we have the olive greens, the sagey greens that are here.
And so, it's got the citron to go underneath the touring jacket too.
Yeah, it's got the citron as well. Okay, so this is a perfect example of why our dye lots, in fact, I'm taking this piece off of my sample cell now, but this is a perfect example of why our dye lots are so significant and why investment dressing is so beneficial and your price per wear goes down. Another old vintagey piece that I have that also would go great with that shows you kind of the rusties in there, as well as some of the reds and the blues and even the purples. Okay, so if you do happen to get a colored pant such as maybe the Explorer or the Moroccan, and you have them sitting in your closet, or maybe last season's utility trouser that was in the yellow, and you're not quite sure how to pair those pants, just look at your past season pieces, not necessarily to wear that same top with it every time, but look at the colorways they have in those tops. If you can look at the colorways, it's going to help you color block and know that those colors go really, really well together. So it's going to be much easier to take that Moroccan blue trouser, high skinny, to this jacket when you can see, oh my gosh, I could either wear the ease turtleneck, or while it's still kind of hot, I could put this piece underneath it and transition and still do that same bottom. So I didn't mean to pull in something we really didn't talk about, but I would have been so remiss had I not pulled those, because those pieces were just screaming at me as you were showing me that jacket. So
You messed up though my one in, one out plan, because there's so many favorites from this season. I'm trying to figure out how to make room for them in my closet, and now you've just kind of crushed my plan.
well, I know, and I was, and honestly, I'm thinking, okay, all of those pieces are in my size, and I keep thinking I need to sell samples so that I, can make room in my closet, and all three of those are in my size. And the Moroccan skinny is actually one I've waited to buy, and now I'm even in trouble, because truly, even as stylists, it really helps to bounce off each other, to see Instagram, to watch. You can go to hashtag cabiclothing, you can hashtag search any item and see different bodies in them, different styling ideas, and then go back to your stylist. Hopefully it's me or Rebecca, but if it's not, go back to your stylist and say, hey, I saw this gal in this and I really liked how this was paired. Help me out here. And we're more than happy to serve you that way. So truly, Instagram should be a tool, no different than Cabby Tap, no different than, the outfit designer mix and match ideas. Anything that you have at your grasp, whether it's an old lookbook or anything, use those to help you get creative in your own closet, because that's truly where your confidence comes from. All right, I got to move on. So how many do we have left? Do you have this olive green?
I do, but you can do it.
No, I was going to hurry and touch on this and then maybe pull in the purple as well, and then let you wrap it up with the green. How's that?
Okay. Well, we
Okay.
about these fun pieces too. This is
okay. Yeah. So Rebecca and I are, as we said, we don't always plan ahead because we really like to surprise each other. So sometimes you get this impromptu, what are we doing kind of thing, but look how fun it is. Okay. I'm going to jump right to the luxury pullover. Now, this was our incredible fashion flash piece. It's got just the most gorgeous details. It is soft, but it's warm. It feels like wool, but there's no wool, and it's lightweight. So it's just this very interesting sweater. It's got just a little bit of that raglan sleeve detail with the cabling and all the little puckering in the back. It's got a great big deep V. So this is a fun one. If you do tonal, since the big V is already there, do more of a choker, put a scarf around your neck, and you can create proportion that way. We have the tonal racerback tee that was designed to be the same colorway for the purpose of layering underneath this, because it's got a deep V. However, again, color blocking, pinks and purples together are so fun. You can do that with anything. You could take the purple underneath the yellow. You can color block all of these pieces together. And I really love sage green and purple as well. I love sage with every color possible because I live in the mountain desert. And so sage greens and brown earthy tones are truly what is beautiful out here. And then you'll walk around the corner and you'll see a pop of a yellow flower or a pop of a red flower, or my favorite little delicate pink ones. And so sage to me is one of the most natural neutrals there are. And Rebecca's going to cover that. I think we both had to pull our amazing cozy cardigan. Is that what it's? Oh, book club cardigan. And the Serenity Tee, and I'm gonna let Rebecca touch on those, but those are by far probably gonna be my go-to layer up to be warm and run around in my old or new leggings and maybe some fun sneakers. Rebecca?
Okay, well, here's another neutral option, and we've got some fun tone on tone things happening if you like to stay with more of a neutral. So first of all, you're seeing our snapshot top, and this is such a gorgeous piece, absolutely a face framing neckline, and you can choose to just wear it on its own, or I've added the cameo necklace to here and to it, and it's just, the neckline is an earring and a necklace highlighter. So just really have fun with this. It is a super sweet piece. And then our simple tee. This season we've done it in this heathered gray, and it's the tailored shape that you love. Just a fantastic piece with our little snug cardigan over the top of it. Now this has got an oversized fit. It's intentional. So if oversized is not your jam, you probably don't want to add this to your closet, but it looks absolutely beautiful on the body. It's a nice lightweight sweater, so you can keep it at your office and just throw it on when the air conditioning gets a little bit too warm, and it just collapses on the body. Beautiful.
Rebecca, keep it up at the camera, because I think this is a great example of having the winter whites for the warm toned women and then the gray sweater set for cooler toned women. It's basically the same idea, just two different silhouettes. Both of these layers that we have are going to be equally snuggly and yummy and warm. So, oh, you've got both of them there. Okay, so yes, hold both of them up together and you will see which one you naturally gravitate to. And it's absolutely phenomenal. I just, when you were talking, I'm like, oh, they got to see that. We've kind of bypassed jewelry too.
Well, let me just show this here real quick. So Amy gave this one just a little blip. Book Club cardigan, Serenity Tee. We don't really need to talk much about it because those that have shopped Cabi for a while, you already know that you love it and you need to add it to your closet. But this is our harness ring necklace, and it is a soft gold, absolutely beautiful. It has black leather details as well, and there are sweet little harness ring earrings that match. So that's another super sweet jewelry option, which you can see how, you know, this is just kind of basic, and you add the necklace and it instantly elevates the look. So that's a fun pairing to have.
Okay, is it my turn? I didn't know if you were going to pop in on the green sweater. Okay, I did cover the clutch necklace, but I didn't tell you. We're live. This is, it happens, right? It just got.
We're gonna have blooper reels for when our jewelry attack us.
Oh my gosh, that just scared me so bad. My picture was falling off my shelf. Okay, the clutch, earrings, and necklace, and then the bracelet. Now the necklace I just showed with the beautiful olive set, and the necklace breaks down into 3 separate strands of necklaces. So it's actually 3 necklaces for one, and they would break down just like this in the bracelet. But all 3 of these together are phenomenal. I just absolutely love them. And it's on like an antique silver. So it's so pretty. And I think you're going to talk about the stirrup, right?
I am. I have.
So I'm going to get close with the earrings. So while you talk about that.
Beautiful. You have the stirrup earrings on. Yes, look at those. So the town and country vibe is very happening this season. And if you are fellow horse girls like Amy and I are, then you have this beautiful soft silver option. Now this longer necklace can be worn shorter. You can bring that up, so you can definitely customize how you want to wear it, but it's just a nice piece, especially if you have a cool undertone. This is a great long necklace that is very versatile to wear with your all of your fall and summer and 4 seasons of dressing. And then our little Trinity stitch cardigan. So again, this is a longer cardigan. It's fantastic for leggings and a t-shirt. It's fantastic for the academy trousers that Amy had talked about to just kind of dress down a real business professional type look. It's fun with beat up jeans. So however you want to wear this, it's going to be a workhorse for you. And then our recline tee in this heathered olive. So another fantastic option for you. And spoiler alert, we have this beautiful silhouette, which you guys are loving the fact that you can shoosh up the waist a little bit there. We've got this silhouette coming in a new arrival collection in a different color. So leave in the comments what color you think is coming.
That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to cover the last set of jewelry and then wrap it up. How does that sound? Okay, so the last set of jewelry is this antique cameo necklace. And I really love this with the Princess Charming trend because I just think of all that beautiful artwork you see of the old school princesses. You'll notice the earrings do have 2 different jewel tones, the jewels. So if you're OCD and you don't like mismatched earrings, then you need to get with your girlfriend to buy a second set, or you buy a second set and swap them and let them match and gift that other set to someone else. But the cameo necklace and earrings are so pretty. I don't know if you can see the details in those, but very dainty, very antique-y, and they really will pull in all of the colors that we have. There's burgundy, sage in there, and with the gold background. So that's just so fun. And I love that our design team even puts as much thought into our jewelry pieces as they do to our clothing pieces. And as you'll notice, the past few seasons, we went real dainty, real light, and the trends have brought the jewelry really back to statement pieces. So that is everything today. Thank you for going through the bloopers with us and enjoying this as much as you can. We always have a good time together, and it is what it is. And I'm gonna be my normal goofy self, I guess. So you'll know that if you're just tuning in. I'm always throwing some kind of wild comment or making a blooper here, and Rebecca just puts up with me every week. But speaking of every week, we are here. What?
That's because I'm too similar.
That's true. So we have some exciting things coming up. In fact, we may be together in the same place by the end of September. And so we may even pop in on here live or on Instagram live. So there's going to be some really fun things. But next week, our StyleRx is going to cover body types. And we really will dig into the basics of how and why you dress a certain body type. And we're so excited about that because Cabby always gives us so many phenomenal options. And then we're just going to help you create, shape and proportion in those body types with maybe a quick look at, or how you would wear something or what kind of pant you would wear. So we're really excited about that. If you have not subscribed to YouTube, definitely do that. We drop these every Friday, and there are times that maybe it's Friday afternoon, but they should be in the morning. But if you subscribe, you're always going to get a notification if you ring that bell as well. And then, as Rebecca said earlier, our Instagram pages have a lot of little things that are not put on our YouTube channels, such as photos, sometimes some funny little reels, anything like that could just be fun for you to get to know us a little bit better. Definitely go follow us there. But more importantly, if you love the content that we provide, even if you haven't shopped Cabby with us, do us a favor and share us with your friends and family. That's the best way that you can show us love and support us. And we truly do this so that you have maybe just a little break in your day, or maybe it'll help you get dressed with some confidence and smiles. So our theme of the season is yes and it comes from impromptu. Today we were kind of doing that not on purpose. But I want to leave you with that thought that if you're in the dumps or if you're having a rough day, acknowledge it, give it that energy. Yes, it's a rough day and I can keep going. Or yes, it's a rough day and I'm going to put on this bright color to put on a brave face. So just know we're here with you. We love you and we will see you soon.